inspired by their sick performance tonight against the Jazz, I wanted to appreciate the Lakers offense and more specifically what LeBron is doing in this Lakers offense. He is playing at a ridiculous level despite being the oldest player in the league. Has probably been like a top 5 to 7 player in the league so far, which is ridiculous. He's shooting, I think, the fewest shots of his career, but he's all time in terms of efficiency for him within the last decade or so. And I think the role diversification has been so good. He's doing a bunch of different things on the basketball court, and definitely more than in years past with the Lakers, where I felt like his offensive role was a little bit rigid in terms of just post-ups or pick and rolls. But here we see him working as the roll man. This is obviously deadly, having LeBron James on the roll man, being able to muscle through guys. And obviously that comes with his intelligence as well as a roller. Normally you have LeBron in this position operating up top and passing, but having someone with his giant brain here, the snuggish kind of empty side pick and roll here gets Herter on LeBron and easily slips behind him for a wide open dunk. Such a sage cutter. It's like LeBron, aside from his normal stuff, which we'll get to, is doing some of the most overqualified role player shit of all time. Having LeBron James as a pop man, being able to draw the defense, draw help, and kick out to Reeves for 3. I don't really know what more you can really ask for. And the Lakers, with their upgraded roster and spacing, with Reeves, regaining his form, and the role guys playing really solid, especially offensively. Obviously, the short roll passing game is crazy. Seeing LeBron as a short roll guy is just wild, and it's cool that he finally has another guard in this Lakers era who can really command this attention. Great quick read of the floor, takes a dribble, patient, sees the opening, perfect delivery, just the most accurate passer of all time. He never ever misses, really, even at this age. And I want to highlight the spacing of this offense and how LeBron destroys defenses with it. Like, you just didn't really see floors like this. Like Christian Wood has been a big add with Reeves screening, the LeBron AD dribble handoff, and LeBron gets a free lane to the rim because of the incredible spacing and the screen work by Anthony Davis. And this just allows him to play more old man Bron bully ball. There's nobody else in the paint in transition. It is one-on-one. Look how spread this floor is with 3 shooters around LeBron and AD. And yeah, LeBron still has a little bit of juice, especially against a porous backline like the Nuggets exemplified in that clip right there. The space has also helped LeBron's bully ball post-game. There's 4 shooters around the arc, so the Rockets can't help maybe as tightly as they want to. This is not nearly a good enough job by someone like Jalen Green or Van Vliet. If you're going to help on LeBron, you've got to commit. And Dillon Brooks, as great of a defender he is no match for LeBron 1v1. Again, this spacing, LeBron working as a popper, and especially given how incredibly he's shooting from 3 this year, that is especially deadly. We see the pop allows him to get, 1, open space without having to create it himself, and 2, like when is LeBron James ever getting closed out on hard with like an empty side without help and without 3 guys shading at him? And look, incredible things happen when LeBron is in this situation. The most overqualified closeout attacker of all time, but like it's working and it's been really good for the Lakers. Obviously, LeBron is going to be a brilliant cutter, timing all of his attacks really well. And he's been super aggressive in transition, not only as, oh my goodness, this pass was ridiculous. I was rewatching all of his possessions for this video earlier today, and I forgot, I just never saw this pass, never saw it clipped on Twitter or anything. And it's just because there's a lot of really good LeBron plays, but that's pretty damn ridiculous. I'm not exactly sure what more there is to say about it. The LeBron AD pick and roll is looking smooth as always. Again, good. Even this simple, not having, in the past they might have just had LeBron dribble straight into an AD pick and roll, but having Davis initiate the action here, get the defense moving a little bit, and create an easier advantage. Like, it's those little things, as especially as LeBron gets older and continues to lose athletic juice, are going to keep this offense chugging like it is. And LeBron has been a destroyer of the uptick in zone this year. I should have checked numbers before this, but I definitely think more teams are playing zone much more frequently, and you really can't play zone against LeBron. Like, it's just not a good idea. Like, it does not sound like a good idea, and it has not been a good idea. LeBron, a super aggressive pushing in transition, though he's definitely not as aggressive in the half court as he has been in past years, which has kind of been a trend, a decline in that half court scoring aggression. But in transition, he's still head down, train wreck, freight train LeBron. Like, that's what he does, and that's what he will always do. But the Lakers playbook does seem to be expanding. Give credit to Ham for his lineups and for getting the most out of guys like Cam Reddish, Taurean Prince. I love this super high and tight horns look to squeeze any potential nail help getting in the way of either a drive. So if Durant stunts here, he's one pass away and this guy's wide open. Or a pass to the weak side corner. Grayson Allen sits down because, yeah, Nurkic isn't in position to guard AD, and LeBron whips it. Perfect pass right in the pocket for Cam Reddish. This is not stuff of the last couple years for the Lakers, but this year it's happening. And LeBron is shooting kind of like ridiculous shots for him. Like, when do you see LeBron coming off of a screen like this in early offense? The Lakers have some really cool early offense sets to get LeBron easy looks here. Again, instead of just having him dribble into a pull-up, you have him work in the three-man game with D'Lo, with AD, coming off this Anthony Davis down into a beautiful movement three. He looks as confident as ever shooting off of the catch as well, shooting pull-ups from deep. He's playing like LeBron. Like, and the fuck you threes just happen to be going in more than they have in a long time, which is great. And even on some of these good plays, you can see that there is a real lack of lift. He's just not as explosive vertically as he once was, and that's definitely noticeable. Beautiful spin move, but you can see just like does not get very far off of the ground. And this, like, despite him finishing very good at the rim and just very well at the rim, this has definitely been evident as he's so explosive still, getting this beautiful move against Jaren. But Smart meets him that at the rim, and maybe in the past LeBron would have been able to elevate a little bit higher, maybe draw a foul, get closer to the bucket, but he's just not that like S-tier elite all-time vertical athlete like he once was, and that's mostly fine, as I don't think it's hindered his game too much, obviously. But again, compare this kind of play where he struggles to get up off of 1 foot. You can just see the lack of lift, how far away he is from the rim. And then compare that to even like 2015 Bron on a similar type of jump. He just hangs in the air forever. This is the same kind of thing, jumping off of 1 to shoot underhand. And this time LeBron just floats. He's just sitting there. But it's not like old, you have to be relative with this LeBron decline, right? Because even old man LeBron is still like an 88th, 90th percentile athlete in the NBA, and he is obviously fantastic. I think it's worth like looking at how different this Lakers offense looks to last year's, where spacing was often so cramped, like even in transition, just like Thomas Bryant weirdly like creeping into the lane, Westbrook kind of cutting here. There's 4 guys around LeBron in transition with no good spacing options as well. These kind of empty, like snug sets that they run this year were not good with Russell Westbrook on the dunker spot. There's just so much tightness and congestion in the paints from last year. Like, that was a story everyone talked about last year, how poor the spacing was. And the personnel got a big upgrade, but I think the coaching and the scheme is also better too, where even in places where they like draw a play up to manufacture this like second side action, like what is going on here? Vanderbilt and AD both spaced like 5 feet apart. Malik Beasley is not in like a reason, like he's not in shooting range for LeBron. He's not spotting up at a reasonable distance. But this year has been such a stark contrast with all of the stuff we've seen with LeBron, but even some of their other stuff. I love this Iverson. I don't know why the beginning of this clip got cut off, but we have a like Iverson cut to Reddish into a little cross that Russell sets for AD to get Nurkic off of him. Nurkic is obviously big and slow at this point, so this gives AD a free path in the lane where he can easily exploit Nurkic. But it's little stuff like this that I'm starting to value a lot. I think it's really important, especially when you have older / aging stars, to preserve their longevity. Like, yeah, these guys probably can make the playoffs and do really well, just heavy creation loads, pick and rolls, ISOs. But it's a lot easier and a lot less taxing on LeBron and AD if they don't have to do that. And right now they don't have to do that. And even though the Lakers offense hasn't produced at a really high level in terms of production and points per 100 and stuff and offensive rating, this is an offense that I trust a lot more than the offense from last year. And that's really big. I think they're probably the most legit contender to the Nuggets, in my opinion, or at least one of them. The offense being more tenable, having more options, LeBron doing more things, and looking just fully in control is going to give them a real chance with their defense, which is still really awesome, and it's going to get even better once Jared Vanderbilt comes back from injury. So this Lakers team is great, and LeBron is going to be amazing. I really hope he plays forever.